Halo Season 2, Episode 3, now out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Season 2 of Halo has begun. Episode 3 is now out for you guys to go and check out. The last two episodes were released together, and look, they had pros and cons to them. Now, obviously, Season 1 is one of those seasons that people didn't really enjoy. Some of us did enjoy. I enjoyed it. Obviously, it's flawed. I have a lot of problems with it. But overall, I was happy. I was happy it was getting a second season. The trailers looked good for this season. The first two episodes, decent start. Now we get into episode 3. And the way that I can describe what this episode is basically the calm before the storm. That's what this episode is. This episode's all about building up to the big climactic moment that is going to happen in next week's episode. Because of the way this episode ended, we now know that the Covenant are on Reach. So the fall of Reach is going to happen next episode. And we're already seeing people being extracted from Reach because of this. And obviously we have that new guy that's come in that's taken over Dr. Halsey's position. And I really do not like this character. Look, it's not like I don't like the character. I don't like him because of how he is and how he acts and what he's doing. Obviously, I think he's written quite well at this point in time because he gives you... He's that person that you're rooting against. You know, he's that typical guy that comes in that is all about himself. He's all about the numbers. What works best for him? What is in his best interest? You know, and that is, you know, in that conversation he has with the Admiral here, with Admiral Keyes, that conversation that he has about, look, people are going to die. There's nothing I can do about it. It's happening, whether you like it or not. But I need you on my side because later on we can win this war. So you can already see the shift in this character and what he is about, his motives, where he's going, what his aim is. He has a conversation with Dr. Halsey as well. So we know he wants to carry on some form of her legacy and what she did with the Spartans, but recreate it to something else. I don't know what it is or what they're going to do moving forward, but I'm interested to see where they go with that storyline. Now, the other interesting storyline is the stuff that's going on with Master Chief. You know, we had this moment where Master Chief at the start is disobeying orders. He is out there. He's gone, screw you all. I'm going to do things my way. I know that Colbat's out there somewhere. I know that team is out there. And I know the Covenant are on Reach. And I'm going to go get that proof and find it. So we have this moment where, you know, the people are sent after them. And then they're brought in. And this is where he starts to get... not court-martialed, but, you know, really question about how's your psyche and that. Obviously, we know that they're doing this on purpose because they know that the Covenant are on Reach. So they're trying not to spread wide panic. And Keyes doesn't know until that conversation that he has where he finds out the dead bodies of Colbat and that team and that squad. And they've been killed by plasma. You know, plasma. So that's clearly the Covenant. So now he's like, well, Chief was right. And I just basically told him to get lost and like take your leave and everything like that. But he was right. So Chief is now trying to figure out who can he trust. He can't trust anyone at this point, which is a storyline that I'm very interested in because we have Chief. And now that he can't trust his own like government and everything like that on Reach, it makes it more interesting for this character. And we get that moment where he goes and sees Perez. You know, the one from the last two episodes that he saved. And he starts talking to her and she shows him a voice recording that she has. And it's a prayer from the Covenant. And when they're saying it, it's basically about them bringing, you know, destruction to Reach. And freeing the people in death, blood, you know. All the stuff that the Covenant are known for. Destruction. Which is what we want to see. So, and then that's when you get the cliffhanger of the big explosion happening. So, everything's happening with that. So, all that stuff, I'm really, really intrigued. Really liked it. Obviously, we got the other Spartan who got away. Soren or something like that is his name. He makes an appearance in here. They obviously got him. And now he's going to talk to Dr. Halsey in that weird, you know, room that they're in. So I'm interested to see what's going to go on with that. Then we have the storyline that involves his wife. That is the pirates and all that stuff with the Asian girl who I still can't remember her name because it's a character I don't care for. Didn't care for it that storyline in season 1. Had no interest whatsoever. It was easily the least interesting part of that whole entire season. We spent a whole episode last season on it that I just was like, what is the point of this? And I still don't see where her storyline is going. I really don't understand. We got all this stuff last season about her heritage and everything like that, and now I'm just kind of like, do I really need to focus on this? And she just left the kid. The kid is on a transport by himself. What's going on with that? Anyway, so we have the stuff with the wife, and they're after a treasure, but there's no treasure. It's a storyline that I don't care for. Like, this is that storyline again that we had problems with in season 1, is here in season 2, and it's a storyline I just wish they would leave alone. It's the most uninteresting part. I don't understand why it's there yet. I hope it's got a big payoff. I really do, because last season did not have a huge payoff with that storyline. It was like, I'm sitting there like, what's the payoff to this? So I'm hoping we're going to get a payoff for this storyline, but I just don't think we will. I don't think we will. Once you take Soren out of there, it's like, what is the point? Like, why am I following these characters I have nothing to care about? Soren is the only one in that group that I care about and that I'm interested about. And I'm interested to see what his story is and his backstory. The rest of it, flick it off. Get rid of it. Don't need it. Don't care for it. So, yeah. And then obviously we have Kai in here as well. She gets a little bit of screen time here again, trying to play both sides, but not deliberately. Like, she's trying to, back Master Chief, but at the same time, she's kind of like, I need to follow my orders and do what they say. So it's kind of like, you make the decision for me, so you tell me what you want me to do, because I want to go on battle and that. So we have that. Then we have the other Spartan, the other dude Spartan, he's in a weird spot as well. He's kind of like trusting Chief and backing Chief, and then it's like kind of like, am I backing him because Chief just lied to us? And then you have the other one, the one that's just all completely messed up, like her arm and everything like that. She has her own little moment and like this dinner and that. We don't really dive too much into it. But overall, this is the calm before the storm. This is just the setup episode. And this is just telling you, look, they're on Reach now. This is what's happening. No one's believing this character, that. Setting all the chess pieces in motion into the place for when the Fall of Reach happens next episode. So I'm looking forward to next week's episode because of the Fall of Reach. I'm looking for some action. I'm hoping there's going to be some action. I'm hoping we're going to see Master Chief kick some Covenant butt. That's what we came for. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Covenant in all its glory. The absolute brutality of them. I want to see that. Deliver it to me in episode 4, please. And give me that Halo music. But overall, decent episode. We move on to the next one. Really excited for that one. Fingers crossed. So let me know what you thought of this episode. Did you enjoy episode 3? Smash down in the comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.